is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that? It is Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie. It's your Monday podcast. Today we're talking about the old school camp. How excited you used to get for the school camp, but something always went wrong. I mean, someone always brought something that was maybe a little bit illegal. There's a couple of private schools in Sydney and some students got into a fair bit of trouble. Boys' school and a girls' school, and they finally get together on a school camp for 5 days. Is that not
whose
alarm bells
idea
for you?
is that?
Just teenage hormones running so hard. That would be out of control. That would be out of control. Don't you think, guys?
Yeah, it would.
I'm glad
You've thought way too much about it.
I'm just Kate Ritchie. You on camp as a teenager?
No.
I went to the Talented Children's Camp
Did you? What was that?
at Broken Bay.
Did you
At Summer Bay.
And I had a T-shirt with a tomcat on it.
Oh, that is awesome. Was there a talented... Was there an actual camp?
Who else was
Yes, there was.
Ray Ma?
No, it was just kids from schools, like 5 kids from each school in the area all got to go on this.
And what did you do? Like play chess and
just did things that we were good at.
That is awesome.
What was your talent?
Yeah, what was your...
Yeah.
Did you have to act your way through the whole camp like you're
Like
having
you-
fun?
I beg your pardon.
Like what
was
it?
I? What could I have been
At
good
your
at?
ag school, what were you really good at?
The chicken or the egg?
All right.
No, a serious question.
Yeah, like did you play on the field? Or
What
did
were-
you
yeah, what
chase
were you
Well, I don't
good
know.
at
I
on
can't
the
remember
Ags?
because I was good at it. I was good at everything. I mean, I couldn't possibly just choose one thing.
the agate school?
No,
Is that what you said, Fitz?
The
you can't. No, mate.
agricultural school.
Both of you, stop it.
Oh, look, let's plant these in the ground.
Jess is still asking.
Yeah,
You're
like
still
rock climbing or archery.
It was the ropes course, wasn't it?
abseiling.
Canoeing.
I was mad for abs. Oh, kayaking. I loved to kayak.
Yeah.
One
I bet
man
you
kayak.
I hate
You've
kayak.
always loved a man with abs. And you,
This one's for sale. All right. I'll take 2 then.
Just so lazy.
Is it? Enjoy the podcast.
Listen to the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I want to talk about Bon Jovi because that bloke, bit of a dog, he's giving love a bad name. So, okay, first of all, a couple of things that I've learnt, but his last name is Bon Jovi. So it's Bongiiovi,
Bon
an
Jovi.
Italian name, and that's... So his son has the name Jake Bon Jovi. But he just changed it to Bon Jovi.
Yeah, because a lot of people don't try and get surnames correct. It's for the lazy people.
He's John Bon Jovi, isn't he?
Yes, that's his. But his son's name is Bon Jovi.
Bon as in a name. That's a singular name, like on its own, standing on its own.
No, surname. The surname is Jake Bon Jovi.
Oh, Bon Jovi.
I had a teacher at school who loved Bon Jovi but couldn't say the name, and it was always John Bovey.
John
that's
Bovey.
John Bovey.
Well, some people have probably
That's
been
not his
saying
name,
John
mate.
Bon Jovi and thinking they're getting it wrong, whereas Mum's had it right for the last 30
Johnny
years.
Biovi.
So his 21-year-old son, Jake Bon Jovi, is engaged to Millie Bobby Brown, the actress out of Stranger Things.
I didn't know that.
Yes, right, and they're getting married. So John went on Good Morning America and was chatting about, the wedding's coming up, we can't wait, we're really excited, all this kind of stuff. Then they started speaking about his love life. I did not know this, but John Bon Jovi married his high school crush and they eloped to Las Vegas and got married when they were very, very young. They tied the knot in 1989 and he has admitted... When you're John Bon Jovi and then you're the front man of one of the biggest rock bands in the world,
Oh my God.
he may not have been a saint over the years,
mate,
Kate.
come on.
Has he actually said that? Because I was going to ask you whether what I thought was true, which is he is still married to this high school
girl.
sweetheart. It's like they are one of the success stories, but then maybe they have found success through a bending of the rules.
Yes, so he basically said yes. His wife's name is Dorothea. Right, been with her for quite a long time, and he said every day is a challenge. He's admitted that he hasn't been a saint over the years, and he also said, we are a mutual admiration society and are lucky enough to have grown up together. So
does that
basically
mean?
what that means, Kate, is she understands what John's allowed to do on the road.
So she's saying we've grown up together. She's had to grow up and understand how I'm still growing up.
Yeah.
So when he
it's
goes away,
like John's way or the highway.
Yeah, Bon Jon
Well, you know what?
It's really confused me. That correct.
My
Boney.
husband has given love a bad name, and I've got to respect that. I'm
Yeah.
part of the Mutual Admiration Society because he is a good-looking man. I understand.
And when you had hair back then in sort of the 80s, like the way he was as a front man, he's got to be one of the biggest front men ever. Like, he's awesome.
Oh, yes. And when you're a big front man,
Yeah.
you're allowed to live
you
by
can.
the rules
You
and
can.
hurt everybody along the way.
Well, I think there'd be quite a few relationships where people understand that if the cat's away, the mouse can play.
Well, I don't think it's just that. I think some people have certain sets of rules and understanding.
Like,
I mean, I'm not
what
going to
I-
judge that if it works for you. I guess it's better than it going on and it all being very cloaked.
He would come home and she would say, "How was the tour?" And he would go, "Oh, you don't want to know."
Oh, you're tough. We worked really hard.
Yeah.
It was, you wouldn't
Oh,
believe
God,
how
no,
many women threw themselves at me.
You seem exhausted, darling. What have you been
you're
up to?
It's my job.
You're part of the Mutual Admiration Society. You understand what's going on.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Turning to page 7 of the paper this morning, guys. Absolute drama has broken out for Newington and also MLC, the Methodist Latest College. They had a camp, guys. It was a 5-day camp. They went away somewhere near Grafton on the mid-coast, and a statement has been made from the college. Our initial investigations are able to confirm that a students did bring a prohibited substance in the form of an e-cigarette with THC oil to camp, and further investigations are underway. We can also confirm that an ambulance did attend the site to treat a student who was suffering low blood pressure. The student then happily returned to the camp after treatment was provided.
Low blood. I mean, what? Low blood pressure after having the vape?
Well, I
or-
assume someone's just spinning out.
Look, you know what?
Who was it? Which school? Sorry, Fitzy.
Newington.
It was
We're at
which?
Newington.
Yeah, but
Newington.
an MLC.
An MLC.
So which student from which of the
We're not going to go. We're not going to go into that, Kate, right now.
Oh, it's
Well, everyone would be talking
Well, I
about
would
it.
say
Who
it's
was it?
Newington.
Oh, it was the boys. Oh, it was the girls.
It's the buddy,
Kate,
the
I would
lads,
say
mate.
that the fellas, Newington, there's a bit of a stench around Newington at the moment. And, obviously with co-ed, this does not help the old boys thinking that the girls are going to come to the school at some stage because they'll obviously blame the girl students.
Well, yeah, of course. And the parents would be ropeable, Fitz. What?
I'm an old boy of the school, and my son is also an old boy. And the intention was always that I'd have a grandson. But I won't bring him to a co-ed school.
Oh, especially if there's going to be girls there with vapes.
Yeah, they're going to be pot on campus.
Why do they do camp? A co-ed camp when they don't educate usually.
I think that's the way of
In a
sort of
co-ed.
gaining experience and socialising with the opposite
It's a
sex.
very big jump from nothing. It's like from 0 to
Yeah,
25
yeah.
million thousand trillion.
It is. It's like taking guys from an army. It's like taking guys from the army and taking them to spring break in Cancun.
We are an all-boys school, but for 5 days of the year you'll be put into a forest with some girls.
Yeah, have a look at them. This is what you're missing out on. Now go and explore. They got different bits to you. Have a look at it.
We were a co-ed school. Probably our co-ed, we got along very well. But Kate, and I've told this story before, but Kristen Murray, I was so in love with Kristen Murray, and finally, just before the camp, Kate, she said, we're on. We are in a relationship together. I was so excited. We went to Meadows Ski Camp, and basically all it was a lake, and you would just ski around in a circle,
water skiing.
Kate, because it was water skiing. And Kate, to impress Kristen Murray, I said, I'm going to go over to that pier over there, that little pier, and I'm going to do a horsey off it, and I'm going to impress all the girls.
Be awesome.
You're still doing that, aren't you?
I didn't know, Kate, but underneath the pier was there was machinery in the water. Didn't see it. Smashed my head. I needed 3 stitches and wasn't landed back in the water. Didn't help. I also had a cold sore that night.
What a catch.
Stitches, and was told by Kristen Murray. Susan Forfar came over and said, Ryan, Kristen's not keen on your cold sore. She will not be kissing you, and also, heads up, you dropped. It was the worst. It was the worst night of my life.
What do you want to do? 13, 24, 10. And when did herpes ruin your relationship? Do you know what? There was this camp. This actually happened in Melbourne, and it was Year 10 students, and they did a similar thing. In fact, it involved MLC, but it was a group of Year 10 students, guys from one school, girls from the other, and you're not going to believe it. People wandering into different cabins and different tents, and a year 11 or 10 or 11 girl fell pregnant. And they no longer continued with the co-ed camps.
There's too much risk, isn't there?
Gosh, things got a little bit out of control.
I mean, you have to make mistakes to learn, but it's
that's a hard mistake. You don't want to do that mistake, do you?
Did you have? Was there any? Did the ag school have any big camps, Kate? Did you go away at all, or?
You're kind of already away, aren't you? Did you go to a hotel instead? Was it reverse? You hide out the Sofitel or something?
But sometimes with the school camp, I had to miss out because I also had a job.
You're working.
And I remember one of my worst conversations with a teacher, and I think she may have been going through a period in her life. In hindsight now, as an adult, I know that she was an unhappy woman, so therefore projecting it onto me.
What did she say to you?
She took me out onto the balcony, and I did not bring my note to say I couldn't go to camp because I was so distressed that I couldn't go to camp. And she said to me, just because you're Kate Ritchie doesn't mean you have to bring the note in.
Did you say to her, well, one day I'm going to knock on your door and I'm going to show you something. It's called a gold logie.
No, but I don't work like that. My mind doesn't work like that. I was so... it's so distressing. Even saying it now, I still find that so distressing.
So even
that
back
she
then,
said that.
you thought you were a bit above everyone else. Even back then.
I never did.
It's amazing.
And I spent my whole life trying to make myself feel small. And
come over. Hey, come over here.
Partly to do with people like that.
Why don't you come over here and suck on this e-cigarette? That's all right. This will make you relax. This is what's happened with Newington at the moment.
You scared me badly.
Yeah, I was never going to go down that road.
It's a blood pressure thing.
Well, disasters. I want to hear the worst school camp disasters.
I went on a grade 4 camp.
Don't believe you.
One of the kids brought to camp a pistol, like a 9mm handgun.
A real one?
A real gun.
Was it loaded?
Why?
No, it wasn't loaded. He just bought it. I think he must have got it from somewhere, and he showed me in his room. Like he pulled it out of the bag, and I held it, and I felt how heavy this thing was.
My God.
It was a real gun.
Let's go to Fiona in Engadine. How rowdy did your camp get, Fiona?
We were back in 1989 in Year 11. We went to Yarramundi camp, so near the Nepean River, and we're all 16, 17, and everyone there took alcohol. And at one point, the teachers confiscated some alcohol, so then we broke into their camping quarters and stole theirs back.
Fiona.
But wait, it gets better. Yeah. A few of them got canoes and went up the Nepean River, went to the local pub, got more alcohol, bought it back, and then we all got absolutely munted that night, and we were never, ever allowed to go back. The school got told, don't come back.
Haven't heard the word munted for a while.
I haven't, but it's pretty brilliant.
It's good, isn't it?
How can you let the kids jump on canoes and go up to the local bottle-o?
Well, I had to cover their dinner duty, so they didn't get into trouble.
Oh, God.
And they got alcohol. And then another friend didn't turn up. Oh, yeah, someone had broken a leg when they were in the canoe, but another friend who didn't go to the camp turned up with her boyfriend with a boot full of alcohol.
Oh, this is a disaster.
Which shows initiative, though. You guys had a lot of initiative at your high school.
What school did you go to, Fee?
Heathcote High.
Heathcote.
Send the kids there.
Some rowdy people
not
there.
Better, let me tell you that.
Oh, my God.
Let's go to Andrew and Wahroonga. What disaster happened on your school camp, Drew?
Good morning, guys. Year 8 Mount Seaview camp. So a couple of hours north of Sydney.
Yep.
Went up there. First day of activities was orienteering. First of all, awesome.
Boring.
So that was down in the lower paddock. It was on a beef cattle property.
Yep.
So we had to clear the bottom paddock. me and my mates decided to do that with a couple of rocks from up on the hill.
Yep.
I killed one of their cows. It was a prime bull.
Oh,
So hence,
Andrew.
I had no more partaking in
You
it.
hit the cow, you hit the bull between the eyes with a rock, did you?
Yeah, I hit it in the side of the head.
Did you get busted, Andrew? Did they know it
Yeah,
was you?
I got nailed.
And what happened when you hit a bull like that? What happens? Does it just hit the deck?
It just dropped.
You killed it instantly, did you?
Andrew.
The funny thing was, though, not the night thereafter, it was beef burgers.
No.
This one's got a bit of rock in it. This burger's got
funny.
This burger's got a bit of rock in it.
Burgers would have tasted so nice.
Oh my god.
Chris in Menai, school camps. Chris, what happened?
Hey guys, hi, you love the show.
Thanks, Chris.
Thanks, mate. Means a lot.
In camp, somewhere in the bush, we're all out there, busy day, jumping over walls, the usual stuff.
Yeah, fun.
We're all tired, get to dinner, and they bring out a snow cone machine, and we're all excited. Kids, everyone's picking up their flavours, Coca-Cola, whatever.
Love a snow cone.
Yeah, one kid decides to stick his finger in the snow cone machine. So instead of Coca-Cola flavoured, we got raspberry flavoured snow cone.
Oh, blood everywhere. Did it mince his finger, Chris?
Yeah, he got. It almost came off. They managed to get him out to a hospital and sew it back together. But the worst part was they cleaned it up and they still served snow cones.
Snow cones.
Everyone's. That is awesome. Tara in Camden. What? Your school camp? The police were called. What happened, Tara?
Well, you could say we had sex, drugs and rock and roll.
Go on, Tara.
Underage drinking, drugs. Obviously, we got caught with it, so the police were called because it's an offence. And we were at a Christian camp. But
What year were you in, Tara, and what school was it?
our Year 11 study camp, so it was like the first camp of the year at the very beginning, and I think to this day they've never had another one.
Wow, everyone got an education.
I don't know.
What high school I want to know. You're from Camden, are you?
I'm just looking.
Elizabeth MacArthur High.
Oh, famous for it.
I'm looking at page 7 of the Daily Telegraph today, and I'm thinking that maybe Newington and MLC actually they've had it pretty tame.
Oh, they've got off lightly.
It's quite boring compared to what Tara's offering up. My God, you had everything.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Can we talk about the biggest draft in the world? It's the NFL draft happened over the weekend. Congratulations to pick number one. Pick number 1, Chicago Bears, is USC quarterback Caleb Williams. He instantly becomes a multi-millionaire, this guy.
I was going to ask that. When you go through a draft process like this, what does the number 1 pick get?
Well, this is the thing. It depends. You've still got to prove yourself, but he's one of the best quarterbacks in the college system. He's been picked up. So if he has a good year, he'll obviously just dominate and he will make a lot of money.
Yeah, can I just ask one quick question? Because I am very uneducated in this draft stuff. I don't really understand it as far as the AFL goes as well. Yeah. Does that also happen there?
In the draft,
yeah. So when you say draft, what does that mean? At the beginning of a season, everyone goes, these are all the great players, even if they were already playing for a club, or are these brand new talent?
Well, a majority of them are kids, Kate. So they play in the under-18 competition or, estates all around Australia. Then you have to nominate yourself for the draft, right? And then a club will come and they'll usually speak to you and they say, look, we may pick you up, we may not. We've got to wait to see what happens with this pick. And you sit at home with your parents. I was hungover. I remember I had a big night the night before and I was with Mum and Dad. My whole family was there and I got a phone call. You get a phone call, Kate, from Rodney Eade saying, congratulations, we have picked you at number 4 and you're coming to play for the Sydney Swans.
And could you smell his bad breath through the phone on that day? Or was it only when you got to the club?
Did he have bad breath? Halitosis.
Fitz said he used to eat a turd sandwich.
It was horrific, Kate. And when you make numerous mistakes out in the field and he's screaming into your face, oh my gosh.
That's why Fitzy quit football.
Half of that sandwich ends up on your cheeks. So congratulations to Aussie punter Tory Taylor, who went at pick number 122.
Wow.
But he was over the moon, and he obviously knows that he's in for a bit of cash now.
What's up, Bears fans? Tory Taylor here. Really excited to be a Bear, and really just can't wait
to make millions of dollars. Well done to Tory. That is an amazing get for him.
I feel like I could hear an edit in there, almost like it was Married at First Sight.
Where's he from?
There's some amazing story. I don't know where he's from.
He's a Melbourne boy.
He's a Melbourne boy, isn't he?
Do you know what? I met a guy on a plane who actually, he has his own coaching camp, Kate, and he's a punter's coaching camp here in Australia. Because we've got AFL players who kick the ball so well, if you think your child has a booming kick on him or her, you can actually go to this guy, you pay him, and he teaches your child from a younger age for you to be drafted in the NFL and to make millions of dollars.
For that one skill.
Do you know what?
For that one skill.
What I've never understood in that game in the NFL, and Kate, you might be across this too, but you can get dropped from your club mid-season and end up at another club during the same season.
Oh.
Is that right, Fitz?
Yeah,
so you can be a kicker for the Bears, and then all of a sudden they go, we don't want you anymore, and then 2 weeks later you're a kicker for another team.
Yeah, you've got to pack. Well, it's happened to Paddy Mills at the moment in the NBA. I think he's had 3 different teams.
What, mid-season?
Like mid-season.
How weird is that?
At one team, he moved over with his wife and family, and 2 weeks later they traded him again. He had to pack up and go again.
Oh, that would be so desirable as a partner with children.
Oh, wouldn't that? Hey, you're not going to believe it, honey.
Hey.
Picked up by another club. Pack up the boxes.
Just before we go as well, there's so many families that, this changes families' lives because there are families that come from, low economic sort of areas. And Brian Thomas Jr. got picked up on the night. Where was he going here? Okay, he's been drafted to the Jaguars, right? And his family were there, Kate. They've been doing it really, really tough. And the question was asked to his mum, but I don't think she understood the question.
Sandra, how far has this family come?
We came from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Awesome.
That's so sweet, darling.
That is so sweet.
She just answered the question, mate, didn't she?
We jumped in the car and we just came from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Do you know what, Fitz, when you're talking about a kicker's course where your kids can make millions, the East Sydney Bulldogs took on the Concord Giants over the weekend. Concord Giants kicked 15 goals. East Sydney Bulldogs, 3 points. It was a tough one. It was a tough gun. One
got
that
smashed.
I had to say to the boys on the way home in the car as they enjoyed a hot dog and a Gatorade.
The kids, okay.
At least we got out there. Just through.
Well done, Sam.
At least
through
we were
the
out
teeth.
there.
At least we were out there.
We turned up.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
We're on.
All right, it's time for 60-second starts. Kate Ritchie's I'm Still Standing Now.
Visit Sydney's ultimate Kia experience dealer, Sydney City Kia, O'Riordan Street, Alexandria.
The Kia Sportage SX Hybrid, thanks to Sydney City Kia. Kerry from Hawkesbury, you are in the running. Kez, congrats.
Go on, Kerry. Here we go.
Hi, Kerry.
Good luck today. 60 seconds on the clock, right? The person with control at the end wins.
I thought Kate won on Friday and jackpotted to 200, Tommy. You're at 100, are we?
No, I'm pretty sure it went off.
Yeah, it did.
Sorry.
We're at $100.
All right, here we go. All right, Kerry, your 60 seconds starts now. Who played the lead character in Legally Blonde, Kerry?
Reese Witherspoon.
Correct. What streaming service is home to the Aussie hit Heartbreak High?
Oh, Netflix.
Correct. What country is home to the Taj Mahal?
India.
Yes. Name one ingredient in a classic margarita cocktail.
Vodka.
Yeah, no. It's tequila and Cointreau. Over to Kate. Jennifer Hawkins was once a cheerleader for what NRL team?
The Knights.
Yes. Suki Cruz is the daughter of which former Hollywood couple?
Tom and Katie.
Yep. Name a food delivery app, Kate.
DoorDash.
Yep. Which song is currently number 1 on the ARIA charts?
Taylor Swift.
Too long. Taylor Swift, Fortnite. Kerry, what's further west, Richmond or Wetherall Park?
Richmond.
Correct. Taronga Zoo will farewell which iconic animal later this year?
Elephant.
It's the elephant, and it doesn't matter, Kerry. You're home. You got $100. You're in the running for the car. Well done.
Well,
thank you.
Well done, Kerry. I just need to ask: is Taronga Zoo really saying goodbye to the elephants?
Yeah.
What, all of them or one of them?
I think
All of them,
one.
I think.
Are they all going?
Kerry knows. That's such a great enclosure. They've just rebuilt all that, haven't they?
Where are they going? Where are your elephants going?
Well, just the real estate prices are just too high for them.
Oh, so they're being replaced with a rhino and a buffalo, and they're going to the Dubbo Zoo.
Oh, they're going to go out there.
They're going out to Dubbo. There's so much to do out at Dubbo. That'll be...
Tommy, should we broadcast live from the Dubbo Zoo as the elephants arrive?
We should welcome the I could ride in on the... I don't want to ride the elephant.
That's good.
No, I don't want to ride the elephant. I don't, out of respect for the elephant.
No, you don't ride elephants.
What I'm saying is we should be there to welcome it.
That's a great idea.
I don't know what they'll replace it with.
Well, I just told you, Tom,
Yeah,
a
you're
rhino
not
and a buffalo.
listening.
Oh, sorry, Whip.
How good it'd be? It's great to see a rhino.
Oh, yeah.
What, together? The rhino and the buffalo? Will they get along together?
Yeah,
Well,
they
we
live out
can.
there in the wild together.
Yeah, I think lots of zoos do the rhino and the buffalo together.
I think you made that
Rhino,
up.
there might be a bit of horn action there, though. You wouldn't want to mess with the rhino.
Oh, Alan Jones could wander in, guys.
What would he think when he saw one of the rhinos?
Come on, ramp it up!
Wrong one. That's it.
There's so many different varieties of the rhino as well.
Are there?
Yeah, there's the white and the black.
Oh, you're not getting many albino rhinos.
Just an update. Alan Jones will be in that enclosure with the rhino and the buffalo as
Dust
well.
in here.
And dust. So the dust rhino and buffalo.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let me sing that song. Louder.
Oh, yes, we are, guys. Let's rip into it. Song. One word. Put it into a song. The warm-up round. Here we go.
Oh, thank goodness.
The word. I know it's tough on a Monday.
It
but
is.
It's the
I know
only
I'm
way
not
to
good
do
at
it.
this. Okay, come on.
Kate, this is your cold shower for a Monday. This switches your brain on, sets you up for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
Here we go. The
Ice
word
bath.
is girl.
About a girl.
Nirvana.
Girls who want boys, who like boys, who like girls, who want boys. Blur.
Nice. Thomas?
Big girls don't cry, is that right? Was that Fergie?
Oh, that one.
I thought you were going to do... Who's the other guy? The Mika or something?
Oh, yeah, girls.
Big girls?
Yeah, Mika. Big girls are beautiful, is that right?
Yeah.
Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go. Could have done I Kissed a Girl, Tommy, which is
that's
something
a
you're
good
still
one.
looking
Just
to
a
do.
girl, no doubt. Oh, yeah.
Heaps and heaps, eh? Thanks, Jess. Love that. All right, we are all through to the next round. Here we go. The word is, got to be quick on this one, bridge.
Under the Bridge.
Yep.
Oh, Chili Peppers. Great song.
One of my favourite
Well,
songs.
it's not my favourite Chili Peppers, I have to say.
Bridge under troubled water.
Under? That'd be a weird bridge to walk. Tom, any suggestions?
The Simon and Garfunkel classic Bridge Over Troubled Water.
Thomas Bryan
Is that
Ivey,
right?
welcome.
But, that
you
Fitz can have
stole that.
I stole that. It's the London Bridge by
Oh,
Fergie.
Fergie.
Yeah, I'm
You've
just-
done another Fergie
Yeah,
song.
fingers crossed for the hat trick next.
I love this song. You're mad. I can imagine you in the kitchen, Tommy. Getting it going
Like
crazy. Making a toasty to Fergie.
So we're going to get Fitz Bridge over troubled water. You got that in the system, Jess?
We should play this.
Oh, well, happy Monday.
Yeah, this will get everyone pumped up for your Monday.
It's one of the most beautiful songs ever written.
It is really amazing.
Did you record yourself singing this with your girlfriend back in the day?
No, but you know what? He was just going to make it. Was this Paul Simon?
Paul Simon, yeah.
Paul Simon was just going to make it like a track on the album. And then the producer came and said, no, this needs to be the biggest song ever. Let's
So
build it to it."
interesting.
The crescendo then got added, Kate, and it became the title track and
Wow.
the title of the album.
Is Paul Simon somehow related to Carly Simon?
Yes, they're
Yeah.
twins. Brother
Yes.
and sister.
No, they're not. Don't. That was a serious question.
I wouldn't have a clue.
And also Uncle to Simple.
Simple Simon.
Don't call
Mate,
it
that
that.
is not word. That is not. All right, I'll give it to you. There you go. We're all through the next round. Here we go. The word is dream.
Dream Lover.
Don't dream it.
Don't
it's
dream
over.
it's over.
Crowded house.
Walking on a Dream, Empire of the Sun.
Welcome, Thomas. What song were you talking, Kate?
Dream Lover.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't want to dream alone.
Yeah. Keep going, you two. That was quite cute, Fitzy and Tom.
So for the kitchen.
Play a couple, Jess.
Maybe we should do a cooking day one day. You and I,
Teenage
Tom.
Dream.
Yeah. See you there, Kate.
Sing some songs.
What's this? Is this Nelly?
This is awful.
Nelly, only just a dream.
It's my least favourite Nelly because I'm mad.
Oh, turn it up.
I'm sick for Nelly.
Tell me your favourite Nelly song.
Ride With Me.
Ride with me.
Yeah.
With me.
No one's rocking up to Nelly gigs. Have you seen that?
Why?
No, it's just no one's buying tickets.
No, he's ripped that Band-Aid off and no one knows who he is.
Must have been the cost of living. But they all found the money for Taylor. Here we go. The word is belong.
You belong with me and I belong with you.
Taylor Swift.
I don't know.
Is that where you're going? I need you to lock something in here.
We belong. We belong. Pat Benatar.
Yeah, you're right, Fitz. Kate, you're in. Tom.
Home and away theme song.
We belong together.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thanks.
well, you don't. It's not up to you, Fitzy. That is just a given. That's a song. I know you've fought it before, but it's been a beautifully written song by the Pajanics.
What's the Mariah Carey song here, Jess? We belong together. Oh, great song. Yeah.
Have you got the Pat Benatar one in there? Nah.
What a song. Yeah, it's a good song. Oh, yeah. All right, we move on. It's
Are
a
we
bit
all
easier.
still in?
Yeah, we're all still in. We're flying here.
This is fantastic.
The word is lights.
Turn up the lights.
No.
Oh, turn up the lights and all of the lights.
All of the
What
lights,
is
Kanye.
Are you going with
Kanye? I meant to
No,
go all of
turn the lights on his T-Pain.
Turn all the lights up.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, Tom, where
Yeah,
are you?
my light is out.
No,
Switch
it's
me
not,
off.
Tom.
I'm
no,
gone.
it's not. Where are you?
Buzz me out, Jess.
Oh, he's gone.
Buzz.
Turn all the lights on.
Whoa, that's aggressive.
Blinding lights, Tom. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Next one. Next one.
Okay. Thomas Brian Ivy. See you later, buddy.
Bye.
The word is crazy.
Crazy in Love, Jay-Z
yeah.
and Beyonce.
Seal. Yeah, Seal. Crazy Seal.
Yep, Seal. We'll take that. Or Crazy Little Thing Called Love by Queen. Here we go. The word is mum. Mother's Day not far away.
Mum. To my mum.
What about, can you just include humming?
Oh, hey, mum.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Oh, this is mum. It's got it going on.
Fitz, have you got anything? You got anything on mum? Or have we got a win for Kay Ritchie?
Got it going
There
on.
it is. Stacey's mum. Kay Ritchie, congratulations.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
What's going on in here?
This is.
What did you say? A fat chip?
Jess suggested that my nickname at school was the Titanic, and I said, "How does that work?" And she said, "Just a big."
Because we're about to talk about the Titanic, so we're doing show prep.
No, and you do not refer to me as the Titanic. I did not break in half, and I did not.
That was a tiny bit of show
Straight to the
prep.
bottom.
Sorry, guys.
During the song, you and Whipper were doing your favourite pickup lines.
Oh, God.
Tom had a Titanic pickup line.
Yeah,
What
go
was it,
on.
Tom?
It's actually really good and the only clean one you
do with
guys
the door.
said. So
Okay. It's so you go up to someone and you say,
You pretend.
Oh, okay. Hi, Kate. Oh, well,
Hi.
I don't know who you are.
Oh,
So,
okay. Hi, pretty lady.
Hi, pretty lady.
Hi, man in glasses.
Yeah.
Gender neutral.
Well, either way, you'll be unhappy. So, hi, pretty lady. How much does a polar bear weigh?
That's not the Titanic one you did.
It is.
Yeah. How much does a
Gosh,
polar
let
bear
him
weigh?
go. Let him go.
No, you've ruined my real flow
What if this
here.
was a real moment? Okay, go.
Hi, pretty lady. How much does a polar bear weigh?
Oh, I don't know.
Well-
How much does a polar bear weigh?
Enough to break the ice. Hi, I'm Tom. And then I shake your hand.
Tom, your pickup line was about a door.
Don't do the door one.
And slamming a door.
No, I wasn't. So anyway,
He would never. He would
Leave
never.
that one
Anyway,
with you,
guess
Fitzy.
what, guys?
Slam the door, Tom.
That one about breaking the ice. Use it.
thank you.
Oh,
Me. I'm
yeah.
happily married. But
If you were going to go for one, that's the one I'd go for because it's kind
Segway,
of
Titanic.
daggily cute.
You don't
Yes,
like the-
now I do have a story about the Titanic. This is fantastic. 1997, the film.
Is that when it went down? It wasn't that long ago, was it?
No.
1912.
God, I thought it was a long time ago.
It's like 25 years or something. It's like a massive film. At the time, I've got some stats here. It had a budget of $200 million. It went on to make $2.264 billion at the box office.
Wow.
Of course, the highest grossing film of all time at that time, beating Jurassic Park. James Cameron, King of the World. Did he make that awful speech?
That's amazing.
And I'm getting to the amazing bit. I'm trying to set up a bit of a foundation. It was a really big film. The anticipation was enormous.
Huge.
Leo and Kate Winslet.
Huge.
Side by side. Now, on the last day of filming, I don't know if you've heard this rumour before, but there were 80 people, including that director, James Cameron, and one of the actors. They had to be hospitalised after their food was poisoned. Why are you laughing?
Oh, just let it. Just go through it, Kate. Just barrage through.
I'm just picturing the crew running for the toilets.
Well, there were 80 of them. Not only were they going to the toilet, they were like dance. They were really energetic. So it was thought that an innocent chowder was the culprit.
Seafood chowder?
Just stay out of it, okay, just for a minute.
Chowder.
An innocent chowder was the culprit, with a mystery person unscrupulously lacing it with the psychedelic drug PCP, otherwise known as angel dust.
What?
This is not a joke.
Wasn't
I'm
a Newington
surprised.
school camp, was it?
No, it wasn't.
First of all, who's eating chowder? Honestly,
Everyone does. I love it. I'm mad for a chowder.
Oh, give me a break.
I love a chowder. Anything like fishy and...
yuck. Yuck. Caviar, chowder. I
love all that
the
stuff.
elite. It's for the elite, isn't it?
It's for the first class crew of the Titanic.
No, that'd be like us having pumpkin soup at the catering table.
So much going on.
Anyway, so as we know, angel dust, mind-altering drug, can lead to hallucinations, psychosis, can be a stimulant, depressant, and anaesthetic. So it's basically got you covered, guys, for a great night out.
Anything you want in your chowder.
On camp with the Newington boys.
Exactly. So
there's an echo in here.
And then, 80 people start doing weird stuff on the last day. They don't have long to wrap up the film. Oh my God. This bit's not interesting,
Yes,
but I did highlight it. Cameron himself said it was mussels, while Paxton, the actor, was certain it was clam. Halifax police at the time reported it to be a lobster.
Well, who sprinkled in the clam chowder?
Why would you want to? Why would you want to do that to everyone on the final day of filming? Is there a reason?
Yeah, there's all these. But this is the thing. Up until this point, no one's really known what was going on. It went down as whether it was myth or what's the opposite to myth?
Fact.
A fact. Is it myth or fact?
Yeah,
it doesn't roll off the tongue. There's another way of saying it.
Fiction.
80 people got taken to hospital. They were all put in cubicles with the curtains around us. No one wanted to stay in the cubicles. So they thought maybe it was food poisoning. They were given charcoal, but it turned out it wasn't food poisoning. Now, 25 years down the track, after 2.5 years of investigating way back then, they closed the files. Guess what, guys? We might know who
sprinkled the chowder.
Give it to us. Give it to us.
I don't know.
Who put the angel dust in the chowder?
I'm saying is what they're saying is that the rumor was that it may have been a disgruntled caterer who had been doing naughty things.
Yeah.
I wish I had more.
Sure, a bit like the
doing naughty things in the catering,
like the Coogee Bay sundae that was served.
Oh, pooping in the ice
chocky
cream. Who wants to be still
sundae?
You'd wait for the wrap party before you'd have a real crack at that kind of stuff, wouldn't you?
No, but he wasn't. He or she. They were sacked, so they were moved on, and this happened the next day.
Oh, disgruntled chef.
Somebody from the police department. Someone from the police department is now wanting the file cracked back open because now the information and maybe we will finally know who the Titanic film Chowder
dust.
Just trying to think, what's the final scene in the Titanic? Is it the door scene, or is it it's when Rose goes back? I suppose that final scene, she did look like she was a bit.
What, the old lady, you mean?
They go to modern day, don't they?
Yeah, they go to
modern day. So the old lady was the one that's off chops, obviously, on that final scene, because it was the final day.
I don't think did she have...
No, she didn't, thankfully. They even made that note in this interesting article I just read.
There's a movie in that itself, Kate Ritchie. Like, there's another movie in it.
I hope not.
James Cameron doesn't want to be involved.
No, he doesn't.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.